So, movie review time. We got a movie to review. In fact, I'm going to do two of them here today, so bear with me. So, yesterday, well, not yesterday, actually. Well, it might have been yesterday. I'm not sure. My sense of time is not as good as it used to be. But I watched a movie for the first time, and this movie was called Starship Troopers. So I've heard good things about this movie, and I've never seen it before, and I checked it out. So if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know. This is a movie. It's hard to spoil. Like the plot is kind of just like, it's just there to. The plot's just, it's just there. Like it's not, oh, I spoiled the movie. There's a spaceship and it explodes. Spoilers. Yeah. So fuck you. You can't get spoiled on this movie. But so this is Starship Troopers. Now again, my favorite part of this movie is honestly the humor. The humor is really funny. I love like the fucking like cutaways where they do like the fucking recruiting propaganda videos and stuff like that. And it's like, do you want to know more? Like, it's just great. It's very funny. It's very over the top. It's very silly. It's very humorous, and I enjoy it. So the plot basically is there's like, there's like a fascist government or something, and there's like interstellar warfare with some other kind of alien species of some kind. And so, the fascist government, tries to get people to join the military and, says if you join the military, we'll basically take care of you for the rest of your life. A little realistic there, but, anyway. But, so then, the main character joins the military because he wants to get laid. He's, his girlfriend or whatever, wants to join and become a pilot, but, he's not as impressive. And so he's so horny that he decides to join the military and nearly get himself killed. So there you go. Now, the thing about this movie, when I was watching this movie, I didn't know that Mr. Krabs was going to be a character. That's right. One of the drill sergeants at boot camp was Mr. Krabs. If you don't know what that means, look up the voice actor for Mr. Krabs. So Mr. Krabs was in this movie, from SpongeBob. And so, the first kind of part that's, super fun is just like the boot camp parts were really cool. And then there's this one part where like, they're in the middle of like a training exercise and then they like accidentally friendly fire and like blow one of their like, recruit teammates or colleagues' heads off. Like, it was really bizarre. And, like, it was out of nowhere. They're doing, like, this laser tag thing or something. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, one of their fucking friends gets their head blown off. And it's like, whoa, right? Like, that's crazy. And so, and then Mr. Krabs gets really upset at the main character, who's also still horny. But then also, it's found out, at some point in the movie, the main character, who is extremely horny, gets broken up with. And it's a little sad, and then, and then he decides to have a meltdown, he freaks the fuck out, and then his parents get blown up by aliens. Oh no! Right, so, and then he gets that resolve, and he's like, you know what, I was gonna quit the military, but now I'm like a super guy. So then he goes in, he starts fighting the aliens, and then, he becomes like the main character or something, and then he sees this like high school teacher in the warfare, and he's like, oh, and then, he shoots more aliens. The thing I love about this movie is that they do like the classic like extremely funny thing with guns where like there's like the guns are so unrealistic it kind of just like makes you cringe, but in a good way. So like they're like holding an automatic rifle of some kind and they just like swing it around. Like that's the whole movie, is they just swing the rifle around. Whoa! Right? Like there's no recoil, that doesn't exist, right? Like there's no ammunition. They don't really have to reload unless it's like they want to shoehorn dialogue in about reloading. So it's a very silly movie. The aliens are fun. I mean, I think the aliens and the combat are genuinely interesting. I like the idea, like the universe is genuinely interesting. I'm into that. But I really appreciate how this movie definitely satirizes the fascism of military, and the fascism of just government and the mixture of military and government, and the idea that, oh, we've got a war to fight, an interspecies war, so, basically throw out all ethics in the world and just turn the entire human race into like fascist fucking soldiers, right? It's very interesting. But again, the movie was very funny. It was very enjoyable. I love like the propaganda films that just like would insert themselves randomly throughout the movie. Like the main characters are gonna be like in the middle of alien combat, and then some guy with a camera like pops up from off screen, and then like the fucking like like then the bullshit comes on screen, and it looks like it's like a fucking like Windows 95 setup or clicking on is it's just really funny. But yeah, really good movie. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it if you like science fiction, if you like humor. I would definitely check it out. And there you go.